Bless up, my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's a girl and Isabel Rose. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn the post notification bell on. Put it on all so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people. So in this one, my people, Prime Minister Andrew Holness set to clarify hate speech law, as well as Kamina Johnson-Smith states what the Samoa's agreement funds will go towards. Stay tuned for the details of this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Some people, upon introduction of the Prime Minister speaking at a seminar in Washington DC, making reference to hate speech laws, he came out since today on the nationwide news to somewhat clarify what he meant. And he said that his proposal has caused a lot of controversy and he just wants to clear up that. We've seen where the bishops as well as opposition members came out asking the Prime Minister to clarify, because it wasn't fully understood where he was heading with this hate speech. So take a listen to what he had to say, my people, and uno make a judgment afterwards.
The world in which we live in gives far more opportunities for the promotion of violent speech. So really what I'm targeting and what I would want us to talk about is not necessarily hate speech as the Europeans may have used it in their jurisdiction, or other people may have tried to use it in their jurisdiction, for our problems that we have. And that's what I want us to focus on. You know, we tend to drag ourselves into other people's issues. Focus on what is the issue here in Jamaica, and that is the use of violent speech. You would have heard me throw something out into the public domain. I threw it out into the atmosphere with the clear caveat that this is just a thought. And of course, I've been asked to clarify what you have said. And again, a part of the challenge. One would have thought that the immediate understanding would be this is necessary for the level of violence in the society. But that's not what is or has captured the concern of some people. In other words, violence has become so accepted and normalized that, you know, there are other things that are more important than the level of violence in the society. And I find that to be sad. Now, it may not necessarily be legislation, but it may be a concerted program of public education to educate particularly our parents about how they speak to their children. Because, I cannot understand it why some parents would want to use such, let's forget about the corporal punishment for a bit, but just the use of violent terms to their children. It's as if we're teaching them to normalize violence.
We know that the hate speech laws, which are popular across countries in Europe, are aimed at combating language targeting the LGBT community. However, the Prime Minister says that he won't follow the European laws as it pertains to Jamaica creating their own laws as it pertains to violent speech, as he says. Take a listen.
So for Jamaica, we do have laws on our books that deal with incitement, that deals with threats and so forth. But what has happened to our society, and what my intention was to kind of guide the conversation around, is how is violent language not just inciting, but normalizing the use of violence towards each other? And is this something that we need to address? Now, today, that action can be amplified to millions of people within the country. So not only are you making the threat because you have an individual, a problem with an individual in a particular local, you can broadcast that now, and you can do more than that. You can do it and hide behind fake profiles and make people feel unsafe. You can drag people just constantly harass them. So the world in which we live in gives far more opportunities for the promotion of violent speech.
He even made mention of political violence.
On our electoral commission, we have the political parties. That's not the case for most countries. I think ours is unique. And in our laws, we have written that if there is, judged by a constituted authority and a certain metric, that if the PDs that were affected by violence is more than the margin of victory, the seat is voided automatically. It's written in our laws. And I can tell you about it. I don't have to ask about it, right? My seat is the first. So when I tell you about political violence, I'm the expert on it in terms of how it was treated with. So we have done it before. We have put in place the laws, organized the structure around it, put the resources into it, and now we have a world-class electoral system that can change a government by one seat, no issue.
Meanwhile, in this segment, Kamina Johnson-Smith speaks on the funds received via them signing this Samoa's agreement and where these funds will go to.
This is an agreement that facilitates economic cooperation, and it's driven by Jamaica's national development goals and our plans and priorities as established and agreed through the PIOJ. So they provide support in health, in education, citizen security, in agriculture, you name it. Once it's a priority of ours and we put forward our proposals and programming, that is how the funding is assigned. They never offer to provide funding for an area that they expressly want us to implement. It is a partnership, and the funding is provided for programs that we determine are priorities for us. So I'm trying to explain that a lot of that this is actually a partnership, and what is negotiated and agreed is not negotiated and agreed in any way that will have provisions supersede our laws, our constitution, our norms. That's not how it operates. So there are areas in there that provide human rights, and the church has been saying that they want a definition of what human rights means, but it's not globally, there's no globally accepted definition. Although there's a charter, it is not something that every country has agreed on a universal definition.
So talk up in the comment section, my people, tell me what you think about this clarification that the Prime Minister has made pertaining to his speech of hate speech law, as well as what do y'all think of them signing off on this Samoa's agreement and what they will do with these funds? Drop an honest opinion in the comment section and tell me what you think. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Run go over to my other platform, Instagram and Facebook, and follow me over there at Anisabel Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership, you get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. We do notifications, shout out in each and every video. To be a part of that, all you have to do is be the first to comment, like and subscribe, and you'll be featured in the following video to come. This notification shout out goes to Evelyn Meikle. Big up yourself, Evelyn Meikle. Big up to each and every subscriber. Thanks for the continued support. New viewers, come on board, journey with me, join the family, subscribe to the channel, like up the videos, share out the videos. Get this video to at least 500 likes. Stay tuned for more videos. Continue to support the ABR movement on the road to 20K. Stay tuned. Big up on yourself.